Hi everyone, this is a very interesting scene from the very first episode of Little House on the Prairie called A Harvest of Friends, talking about Sunday worship, of course. And as we all know, that this series, the Little House on the Prairie series, was one of the most influential family television series ever produced on television. So you know what the agenda is when you have the very first episode focusing on Sunday worship. And there's going to be others coming that I will post soon. So let's just see what they have to say in these clips.
In my remembrance book, I put down how Pa used every minute of daylight and a lot of the dark. He said he was counting the days till he could stay home and just work the farm. The rest of us only counted the days till Sunday, the Lord's Day, when Pa took us all to church.
Now, if you know this episode, you know that Charles here has been working very hard on the farm. He's very tired today on Sunday. And there he is, lights out.
As I look out on our congregation, I would say I'm distressed. I see many familiar faces, but I also see the absence of many others. I see many wives here without their husbands. I'm sure if they had lost a loved one during the week, I'd have heard about it.
Uh-oh.
Now we're all of us sinners, some to a lesser degree than others, but nonetheless sinners. It is only by going to church and asking the Lord's forgiveness that we may be cleansed of our sins. Think upon that as we sing our closing hymn. Come, sinner, come.
Mostly I like church better than Sunday school. But not today.
Oh, why not?
Just because. I know why. Because Reverend Alden said, if you don't go to church, you're a sinner. And sinners are punished.
Oh, I think he meant people who never go to church at all.
And Pa won't be punished?
No, dear. Your father's a good man. He's worn out. He needs to rest.
More than he needs church?
Yes, he's tired.
There's Pa.
You go catch up with Carrie.
Charles Bingo!
Carolyn! Hey, you're back already, huh?
Earlier than expected, obviously.
What are you talking about?
You couldn't stay awake to go to church, and here you are working.
Caroline, I woke up and you were gone. I just couldn't sit around the house doing nothing.
Charles, the Lord's Day is set aside for worship and for rest.
Caroline, I got a field to plow. Now, God isn't going to plow it for me.
That is sacrilegious.
Well, to you, maybe, but not to God. He understands farmers. Ah!
Actually, in the fourth commandment, it says to rest from your labors on the seventh day, even your cattle.
I'm sorry I didn't go to church.
You should have gone to church.
That's why I just said I'm sorry I didn't go to church.
It's not church I'm worried about. It's you. You're working much too hard.
The worst part of it's over. It's just a little while now. Come on, bear with me.
Time spent being angry with you is such a waste. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Interesting. Well, you know, in Hebrews chapter 3 and in Hebrews chapter 4, it tells us in the New Testament that the Sabbath is still the seventh day and that it's still to be kept by New Testament Christians, obviously. So there's a problem because we have teachers today that say that no longer applies to us and it only applied to the Jews. But nowhere in the Bible will you find the statement, Sabbath of the Jews. We have the statements, the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. And the Son of Man is also Lord of the Sabbath. And that is Jesus Christ. And that is our Creator. So I hope that this has helped some of us to understand what's going on in this recent climate change agenda and the coming about of all the religions being melded together into a big melting pot. And October 31st of this year will be very interesting when the evangelicals are invited to join with the Pope to celebrate, well, the death of Protestantism, which is very sad because everything that those reformers died for has almost been forgotten. And we cannot forget that, and we're going to see a revival of Protestantism, not the death. So I pray that everybody will be ready for this coming test for all of us. And I thank you for watching these videos, and there'll be more. Next coming up will be All in the Family, the very first episode, a pilot episode of All in the Family, once again, talking about Sunday worship. Thank you for watching the videos. Keep watching. There'll be many more.